Yes, 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 yes. What's going on? Let's turn this down. What's up? So we got a little smackdown. I know a lot of you guys are in this stock. We had a breakout yesterday. It's earnings. No, it's a terrible time to buy. So let's see. Let's make sure YouTube is up here. Hopefully you guys on YouTube can hear me. Yeah, so this is a risk of growth stocks, man. You're not gonna. You can you can trade less risky stocks. You're not gonna have 50% moves. I had a girl DM me today, and she's like, she's bought 2 stocks. Both of them have cratered. Maybe the stock market's not for her. Well, that's one option. Or you can not be a fucking quitter and put some effort into it and fucking practice. That's another option. I know maybe it didn't come easy. Fuck's sake, dude. So, young lady, that I would never say that to you personally, but that's what I think about the bullshit you said to me. Maybe it's not for me. Well, maybe not. If you get hit and you can't handle it, maybe it ain't for you. Maybe you're right. Just go be broke. Spend the rest of your life with no assets. Trees fall on rental properties. I've had hurricanes take one out. Maybe real estate's not for you. That's an option. So, adversity is going to happen. You're going to have stocks get smashed when you're playing, and these are growth stocks, man. Growth stocks get smashed. Would I buy here? No, absolutely not. All you guys saying I'm buying, you need to either, if you have my book, send it back because you didn't read it. If you don't have it, you should leave the live and go buy it. Let me save you some money and heartache. You do not buy this, okay? This is day 1 of a stage 4 decline. You're going to buy the first day of the sell-off. It could continue falling, man. So you don't buy that, right? If we're trading the money flow, now you may not be, but let's say you were trading the money flow. What am I doing? I'm watching price pattern, right? So if it goes into a stage 4 decline, which is what happened right there, right here, except it gapped down, you're in a stage 4 decline. You don't buy stage 4 declines. You wait until it stops dropping and starts to go sideways. So we don't know if this is the bottom. So every day, put a little circle and just wait. And then when you get 4 days, and I'll show you an example here. So if you're in this stock, that shit happens. Don't be a little bitch. Don't cry about it. It is what it is. Move the fuck on. Go get some money from your checking account, put it in there, and act like it didn't happen. I learned that from Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett used to say, they'd say, what do you do when you lose money? He'd say, I write a check. And what he meant is he paid for his mistake. Well, I used to do that. I started following that philosophy. And if I get stopped out of a stock and let's say I lost $300, shit, I'd just transfer $300 like it didn't happen. And guess what happens as you do that? Well, you keep liquidity in your account, and over time you start to get better at this shit. And you get better and better. So you're giving yourself a chance to stay in the game. I know. It may take, it takes a minute, man. You got to be in the flow for a while. You got to catch some cycles. We're going to get some beautiful runaways to the upside. We're going to get some, right now is earnings, so these things happen. So now some people will do stuff like, oh, well, I don't hold a stock because of earnings. Okay, because you got punched one time. Now you're a little bitch all the time, and you don't hold stocks through earnings. Okay. That's, sometimes they go up 40%. Right? So, I mean, that's just, I don't know. I can't trade like that because of earnings. I'm stepping aside. Now, that's short-term trading. And if you're trading like that, that's fine. But there's no reason to listen to me because I don't do that. Right? So, I'm a position and a swing trader. I don't really care about earnings. It's just another day in the market. Now, there's people that'll disagree with that. There's people that are going to try to tell you that somehow they're super smart and they know what's going to happen and they can step aside. Oh, bullshit. They don't know. So just, play your game, man. So let's look at one similar situation, not as bad, but look at Snap. Oh, hold on. I'm not on my right computer, so I'm still. Look at Snap. Big ass sell-off right here. Now, should you buy? There's day one. Should you buy that on day one? No, man. Look at this space here. This is going to take a while to fix. And look what you see. Down, down, kind of little pop, down, down, down. This is still not even a buy. It can't even get above the 5-day moving average, man. There's nothing about this that says you should jump in now. Now, it is coming into a support zone where it has been before, right? It's been there before. But definitely, he says, what website are these charts? This is stockcharts.com. So it's starting to build a box, but it's a pretty weak box right now. It can't even get above the 5-day. So there's plenty of time on this stock here. Plenty of time. Do not buy stocks that get slammed like that. There is no reason whatsoever. Just wait. We see Facebook is firming up. It's putting in a box too. Now the Facebook move is super bullish. It broke its box. This is one of the most bullish signs in trading, in my opinion. It started to break out. Couldn't do it. It broke the box, only to come right back into the box. In my experience, that's super bullish. The only thing that's got me concerned about this, is that the market is really overextended here, man. So I've started selling some of my triple leverage funds today. TQ, UPRO, not bonds, but so this is a tech stock. Doesn't mean it can't go higher. I'm just a little concerned right now. If you look at the QQQ, we just hit a 71 RSI. So for me, I'm not holding triple leverage funds very tightly into when we start banging against the RSI. I'd rather start cutting them back, and if it keeps climbing, good. Okay, we'll continue to scale out. But if it comes back in, I don't want to be holding triple leverage funds. Make sense? I'd rather buy triple leverage funds on stage 1s and then take them down on stage 3s. So I hope that makes sense. This is a completed swing trade from extreme low to an extreme high. That's the QQQ. So I'm long the TQQQ, triple leveraged. So I would start taking that down today. So you're selling into strength. That makes sense? You want to buy into weakness and sell into strength. And that's how you actually do that. We did Chgg, bro. You should do nothing right now. If you're holding it, if you're still in Chgg, I would do nothing. I would just hold it. But I definitely would not buy here at all. What's up, Glock stock? I would not buy here, man, at all. Okay? Just wait. There's no rush. He says, do you ever fully exit TQ or just take some off? What I've been doing recently is I take TQ down to half position. Not on the first one. So ideally, in a perfect world, I'm going to sell some, sell some, sell some. I'm going to be down to a half a position, and then it'll roll over. And then I just let it come back down, and then I start looking to put that back on. So if you go to the Peters report, I'm doing a little experiment here. Just showing you the possibilities of this. I think it's on the very last page. Let's back all the way to the back. Yeah, so if you look on here, I've been calling it the Sky Dweller Watch Fund, but that's just for fun. And this is where I keep some of the TQ. And this is it's just a little portfolio made up of 3 triple leverage funds. In theory, the bond element should go up when the TQ and the UPRO come down. And if we go look at bonds, now that's in theory, it doesn't always work that way. But if we go look at bonds right now, bonds are breaking out, right? And so I started buying right here, and then I added on the breakout, and now the target on bonds would be up in here. And so I follow the money flow with these triple leveraged funds, the 3 of them, but I never get completely out. So if bonds go into a sell-off, I would be down to a half position in my bonds, and I would hold them until it sets up for a stage 1 buy. In a perfect world. That's what I'm trying to do. So if you look, that portfolio is up 59% on the year. And there's not much you do. So Michael, from the Money Flow group, we have several Michaels. You know which one you are. You text me about how to trim it. Well, you trim it exactly how I told you to trim it. Trim 20%. Don't make this shit hard. Don't be because my name is Michael, I need it somehow special. It's not special. Just do what the fuck you're supposed to do. Like, that's all you got to do. Don't make it any more complicated. So you downsize it. Yeah, we already checked out Chgg. You should do nothing. You should do nothing. I would do nothing. Don't buy it. Don't add to it. Yeah, Zillow's getting crashed. I haven't sold any. I have not sold any. Yeah, don't touch Chgg. All you guys touching it, please stop talking to me. Don't follow me and send back my fucking book, because I can't speak to you. You're too beyond speaking to. If you're buying that stock right now, just stop talking to me. Don't speak to me. I don't know who you are. Don't even post it. Don't tell me about it. Don't show it to me. Don't just ignore me. Remove me from your life. It's too stupid to conversate about. So if you're adding to that stock, seriously, unfollow me and go follow other people who are just as dumb as you. Go do that. You do not buy day 1 of a sell-off, man. That's the whole point, dude. Like, every day I come on here is to teach this. And I've never ever said to you, hey, you should buy day 1 of the sell-off. That's what you should do. If we're going to do that, then why the fuck do we even have a book or a system? There's no point in even having it, man. Just fucking willy-nilly buy whatever. That's all you got to do. So what you're experiencing is day 1 of the sell-off. Day fucking 1. This could go for 3 months down, man. It could go for 3 months, dude. Down, 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 down. So you wait until it stops. That is not today. STM. So you obviously haven't read my book. We're going to stop the whole thing for you, though, sir. STM. Yeah, you would trim this. You would trim this. This is part of the semiconductor trade. So if you were following my newsletter, instead of bullshitting with your girlfriend, you would know SOXL is one that I'm in, and we started selling some. Why? Because the RSI is extremes, hitting extreme. Actually, we started selling because it hit the previous high. So you're looking to sell on 2 locations if you're swing trading. 1, when it hits previous high, and 2, when the RSI goes extreme. And so that stock has the exact same chart, right? I'm assuming it's STMP microelectronics. Probably has something to do with semiconductors. All right? And he said, making my girlfriend watch your lives. Oh, that's funny. Yes, sir. I would, if you're swing trading. Now, if you're a buy and holder, I don't know what, if your position's super small, maybe you don't. But I would take some off here, not 50%, unless you're trading a small account. If you're trading a super small account, then maybe that big of a thing. But I like to finesse it. So the more money you have, I think the more you can finesse these things. Like, you'll hear me say trim 20%. But let's say you got a lot of money. You don't need to do 20%. You could just trim a little 10. And then the next day do a little 5 or 10. Get it? So you start trimming it out. Like, it doesn't have to be this all one decision. So your 50% out could come in like a little bit today. Maybe it pushes a little higher tomorrow. You take a little bit tomorrow. pushes a little bit higher, you take a little bit, but it's not going to keep pushing. You see what happened here, right? It hit it here, and then what? Pull back a minute, and then hit it, and then it rolls over. And that's pretty common. So you could see it push a little bit more and then roll over. So the more money you have, the more you can kind of finesse these things, you know? Kind of finesse it. You take your girlfriend to dinner and you just kind of touch her hair a little bit. You're just finessing it, man. You're not going in for the kill right off the bat. Let's see. He has a wife and a girl. That's a good way to go broke too. Let's see. Yeah, we got BNGO breaking out. Dimitri says that's a nice one. Let's see. BNGO. Oof. Couldn't hold it though, man. Dude, look where it stopped too, man. Look where this thing stopped. Previous high, man. Right on the money. Look at that. Look at that. Bam. Right on the money. Does the money flow apply to little guys? Of course. 25K, I wouldn't say that's little money. That's money. Stopped right on that high though. Says you bought being at $10 before knowing you. That's fine. Trade your way out. Now, how the fuck did you buy at $10, dude? You must have bought a while back, man. $10? Hold on, let's pull up. Oh, you bought up in here. Let me give you a tip, sir. To my man that bought BNGO at $10. Don't be stupid, man. If you come over here and look at a chart and a stock has gone from 50 fucking cents to $15, why would you be buying that, man? Why would you be buying that, dude? Don't buy that stock, man. If you guys want to buy my squid coin, I'd be happy to sell you some squid coin. It seems like everybody likes that stuff. You guys buy a lot of squid coin? Let's see. Here's the problem with this, man. God, that's a long, brutal downswing, man. Is this Scott's company, the fertilizer? Yeah, I don't know anything about the stock, but that is a hell of a beatdown. That's a nice stage 1, though. I wouldn't even call it a 2, but I don't know. Wow. I don't know this company. I can't really speak on it, but I'm guessing it's undervalued right now. Is more money good or bad? Is more money good or more crypto better? I don't even know what that means. Isn't it Squid Coin? Isn't that the new coin that went up 8,000%? Just a tip, if you ever go to buy a coin and the only option is to buy and there is no option to sell, that's a clue that you may not want to buy it. You should always know your exit. Same on like a real estate deal. When you buy a house, you got to ask yourself, how do I sell this? And you got to ask yourself, is there someone who would buy this from me? And that's kind of the, you got to make sure there's a way to sell it, Yeah, all of these are getting hit because of the Federal Reserve. So yesterday we got a little peek that BBY. I like this BBY. Look at that. I got a friend that was hitting me up yesterday. So there was your buy right there. So there's your stage 1. So let's talk about this on Chgg. This is so if you're in Chgg, you had a big smash down. You do not buy it until price starts going sideways. So down, down. You're patient. You're patient. You're patient. Even that is not a box. You want these moving averages to come together. And look what happened right here. They're coming together. This is a picture perfect of how you would play the money flow if you had discipline. If you had discipline and you studied the charts, these are the zones you're looking for. And then there is your stage 2 breakout. Now you're off to the races. So would I buy this here? Hell no. Yesterday was your day. Not today, yesterday. If you're trying to buy it today, you missed it. Go in the bathroom, punch yourself for not being disciplined enough to buy it yesterday. Let's see. We got anybody on YouTube here? Well, yeah, we got a few people. Yeah, it's playing the money flow perfectly. So if you're watching this, where's your first target? Probably right around in here. I highly doubt you're going to get to $23 before the RSI goes extreme. So as it hits the RSI, you're going to sell some, and as it gets up into here, you're going to sell some, and then it's probably going to roll over, right? So you're going to move sideways, which we saw. You're going to break out, and then you're going to start to move sideways. And most likely it comes down, but it could break out again. We'll see. We don't know that far. We can't guess, right? We can't guess on that. So we'll just see. But if you got in BBY, that's a good move. I had a couple people talking to me about this week. So excelente. Any thoughts on steel? Well, we've been in the steel trade for a minute using X. If you're in the money flow gang, we got in with X and we bought down here. Big sell off. This is what everybody gets all upset. Oh, my stock went down. You need it to go down or you can't make money. I wish I could just grab people and fucking punch them and tell them that. You need stocks to come down or you can't make money. So look, it was here once and then it went up. That's how you make money. And now it's here again. And I guarantee you there's some guy crying because of this. Because of this move down, they're all fucked up. But that's how you make money, is it's got to come down so that you can accumulate so then you can ride it back up, right? So I hate the stock here. I love the stock here. Well, in order to get here, we got to come down. Does that make sense? So once you get what I just explained to you, and if you're buying stocks that you believe in, then you don't get all fucked up when they come down. Unless you got your position sizes too big. Unless you got your position sizes too big. That's why you don't want your position sizes too big, man. So we need stocks to come down. So X was one, and then NUE, we'll look at hers. I think she said Cliff. NUE is the dividend play on steel stocks. Not doing as well. Dividend stocks tend to move slower. Show us the whole chart. Boo, boo. Nah, just because you call me that, I'm going to fucking shrink the chart. You don't need to see the whole chart. Just sit down and listen. Maybe you'll learn something. Maybe you'll learn something. My position in Z is not that big. Oh, you guys were, my buddy Chris Johnson bought a 200 grand. So you're like, I want to be like Chris. So I'm going to buy a whole bunch. Except the thing is, Chris has like $10 million, dude. So 200 grand isn't shit. You got another guy who's got 5 grand, 3 of it's in Zillow like a dummy. Right? So you got 5 grand, you should have about $500 in that trade. You can't watch somebody taking huge positions and then go, well, since they bought a lot, I'm going to buy a lot. You don't know how much money they're trading, man. So what appears to be a lot may be nothing for them. It ain't no big deal. You know? So you got it. I'm telling you, you've got to be careful. No one position should hurt you that bad. Now, it sucks But let's say you got your money split into 20 different trades and one of them drops 40%. That sucks. But it's not the end of the world. It's just a little down. Matter of fact, you probably just write a check from checking, move it over, and keep going. Hold the stock and trade it out, man. Risk management. So this is a real problem. You should not have all options trades going. You should not be all in one particular, unless you're a real expert in that sector. So yeah, I put on a new swing trade in Zynga. Tried to break, pull back, trying to break again. My first target is 875. If you follow me on Twitter, I put a lot of these out, man. After Money Flow Gang gets in there, of course. Try to give everybody time. Let's see. So, look at Sava, Gerald, looking good today. Yeah, I've been building a position in Sava. Let's see. Come on, baby. Look at this. This is one we've been playing for a minute. We started... Now, this is a good little teaching one. Big sell-off. If you were holding Sava, it's like, oh my God, went down. You need it to go down in order for it to go up. We need this. This day looks beautiful because if you just started buying here, which is where we started buying right here, there's your stage one, right? Drops, down, 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 down. We need to come up and we need to get above the 5 and we need to create a box. There we go. There's your buy. So this is where we started buying. It started to rip. And then it pulls back. Is that a catastrophe? Nah. As long as it holds the box, which is exactly what it did. And then yesterday came back up. Good. That's when you want to add more. And today would be my last day to add if I was adding. I'm in a full position right now. So for me, I'm going to just leave it be. It's probably going to get hung up in here. And then our next target is 120. Easy play, man. Easy play. But you see how that may be a mess with you. It started to break, and then it pulled back. But it held that stage one support zone. So all it was doing is setting you up to give you a chance. So that means you've had September, October, and now we're into November. You've had 3 months to get your money together to play this one. How to find out the next narrative. You're trying to predict the future, sir. You'll never be able to do that. It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of your time. Yeah, but Snap's not above the 5-day moving average yet, is it? Sava looks good. Let's see, where's Snap? Everybody's all sad today. The market opened down. No, do not buy Snap yet. Look, it can't get above the 5. It is building a box, but it still can't get above the 5-day moving average, man. You could here. I'm not buying it. Yeah, like Nick said, most of us got in there. It's not above the 5 yet. I would hold off, man. I get it. It's building a box, and I get it. It's at support. But for me, I really want to see it push above that 5 and tell me it's got some strength to it. But hasn't happened yet, man. Does pens look better? Let's see. So these are pairs trades, right? Same sector. See, it's coming down too. Jesus. Too soon. That's why I haven't added to them. I sent out a text today of what the stuff that I was looking at. I had people ask me, well, you didn't mention PayPal. You didn't mention pens. Because I'm not buying them, man. They're not set up yet. You got to take your time with this. Look at DraftKings. DraftKings is not... Okay, if I could type. Hold on. It's building that box, man, but I would not add today. I would wait. Give this a minute. Riot sucks, dude. Riot is a horrible stock. I'm just going to have to come out and say it. I know a lot of my friends trade Riot. A lot of people like it. I'm just going to have to be honest with you guys. I think it sucks, and I think it's shitty. And I think it's a horrible company. So if we look at Riot, I know a lot of you guys like it. I know Chris likes it. I know my buddy Ashton likes it. I know a lot of you guys like it. It's up today. But go look at Coin. Go look at Coin. Go look at a whole bunch of other. Go look at a whole bunch of other crypto stocks. They're doing way better than Riot. I hate this stock. It doesn't follow the crypto market at all, man. I hate it. Yeah, banks are. Yeah, I'm in Discover. Let's see. Got caught early for PayPal. Nah, bro. You good on PayPal. PayPal's bottoming. Just give it a minute. This is a gift. This is a gift. This is God. He's at your door. You're like, man, I wish I could find something to invest in. He's knocking. He's knocking. Let's see. PayPal's a gift. Let's see. PayPal is a gift. Yeah, like Mara and Hut are much better for sure. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't like Riot. It never seems to act right for me. Is it too late to buy Shiba? I don't think it's too late. You might wait on a little bit of a pullback. On that, I would ask you, why do you want to buy Shiba, sir? And what is your trigger? You got to have a trigger. Like, why are you buying it? Why do you think it'll go up? You need some way to answer that question. If you were talking to a 5th grader, 6th grader, you need some way to explain to them why you're buying it. Say it out loud. Explain it to your grandmother. You need to figure out how you're. What's the best setup for someone that is clueless like me? I would get my Getting Started with Stock Charts course. That's what I would do. I'm being serious. I think it'll save you a lot of time and money. It's the one that I wish I would have had when I was. So if you go to my Instagram, and I'm going to save you a lot of trouble here. So if you come over to Instagram, click on my profile, click that link right there, and it'll come up. It's right over here. Getting Started with Stock Charts, the Money Flow Way. That's what I would do, and I wish I'd have had that when I was younger. Psychedelics starting to heat up. Yeah, I got a little bit of CMPS, not much. It says, talk to me like I'm 3 years old. Actually, I would be nicer to a 3-year-old. I'm going to talk to you like you're just a dumb adult. That's most people. They're just dumb adults. Let's see. If you're in your 20s, should your crypto stock ratio be? I don't know. The ratio, I think that depends. How long were you in the Corps? No, I was in the Army. I don't know about the ratio. I have about 10% of mine is in crypto, of my net worth. About 10%. Well, let me rephrase that. I have about 10% of the money that I have in the stock market in crypto. I don't have 10% of my overall net worth because I own a bunch of real estate. I'm talking about the stock market. I think 10, but if you know what you're doing and you're better at it, so let's look at Bitcoin real quick. If you know what you're doing, you can have a bigger ratio. We got crypto, we got Bitcoin moving up, right? Really though, for me, this is still a stage 3. I mean, we're in a stage 3 right here in Bitcoin. There's stage 1, stage 2, and now we're really just going sideways, guys. We're up today, but we're really just going sideways. Just going sideways, And what we expect will happen is what we had over here, where we had your stage 1, it ran up, started going sideways, we drifted down, and then we started going. That's probably what's going to happen, I imagine. And so it's working off that RSI. I don't know. Maybe it runs, but If you want to learn how to trade, spend the next 2 weeks watching the last 6 weeks Joe's videos. Buy the book. Commercial sales repetition that is actually a very good philosophy. That is a great philosophy right there, sir. You have redeemed mankind with that comment. So that's where we're at on Bitcoin. Let's see. He said if you were smart, you'd have went to the Air Force. Probably right there, man. Let's see. I was expecting a big move out of Filecoin. We had such a big move out of Store, Jay. We did not get a big move out of Filecoin. I do like the chart, though. It's trying, man. We still may get it tonight. Push back up. We'll see. Others in that sector have run. As far as Zillow, I mean, you're going to have to make your own call. I have not sold any Zillow yet. It keeps going lower, so I'm guessing that's you guys panicking right now. I'm sure Chgg put a lot of panic into people. That's a pretty big sell-off, man. I'm not going to lie. 40%, wake up to 40-something% is pretty bad. I would wait. I wouldn't sell it there. With crayons in my hands. Yeah, no shit, right? Zillow just came right back down to support. They report earnings today, I believe, after the bell. It's either going to go up or go down. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. I haven't sold any. I'm holding it. I'm going to wait till earnings, and we'll reassess. No eating crayons. Let's see. Yeah, so the only new trades that I have on right now is Zynga. That's the only thing new that I've put on. I believe that's the only thing new. Let me double check that. Trimmed, XLSL, added new swing trade Zynga. Oh, and today I trimmed triple leverage funds, and I trimmed what else did I have? CRM. So let's look at CRM. So we trimmed CRM. I mean, look, RSI is pushing pretty heavy. Yeah, of course PayPal's a gift from God. Why don't you like God, sir? God comes to you and gives you a gift and you don't even accept it. That's rude. The Bible says that God gave some people 1 talent. He gave some people 5 talents and some people 10 talents. And he said, hey, I want you to take these talents and do something with it. And when I come back, I'm going to see what you've done with it. Well, the guy that had 1, he didn't want to lose his 1. You know, he was concerned about losing his 1, so he went and buried it in the ground. He didn't want to lose it. Next guy, he had 5. He put it to work, made some money. Guy that had 10, he 10x'd his. He went and started farming, hired some workers, and put the shit to work. Like, he 10x'd the money. God comes back. The guy that gave him 1, he says, here you go. Here's your 1 back. God got mad at him. That's what happens. The moral of the story is the more you have, the more he gives you. The less you have, the less you get. That's what it means. That's the moral of the story. So if you want more money, you got to save money and then put the money to work. Yeah, so I trimmed Spot. That was the other one. SPOT. I haven't updated the newsletter yet. So we're trimming this, right? It's moving up into extreme territory. So here's a clear example. This is a completed swing trade, right? Extreme low. Now watch. See the breakout above the 5-day moving average? There's your buy, right? There's your buy. And where do you want to trim? If you hit a 70 RSI, right there. Previous high. Boom. So we would take some down. Now as it pulls back, if you're a really short-term trader or really just swing trading, you would be out here. Just out. Get out of the position. I don't do that most of the time. Most of the time I'm position trading, meaning I believe it's worth a lot more. But you're going to have to do some research if you're going to play that game. So you got to have a little conviction, right? So it comes in, and then what? There's our buy signal again. So if you're a swing trader, this may be your first entry. There's the breakout. Where do you start selling? Previous high. So right there, you take some off, and now into here we take some off because of the RSI. So we downsize the trade as it moves higher. Makes sense? So that when it does sell off, we don't own as many shares. So we can be a little flexible. Same thing played out over here. This is a great trading stock. We need these big down moves so that we can set up to play the up moves. We need the big down moves so that we can set up to play the up move. We need the down move so we can set up to play the up move. So we need the down move, man. Make sense? Yeah, that story of the talents, the 10 talents, is very is really the fundamental principle of wealth. Like the Bible gives it out, man. And not just the Bible, even Buddhism teaches how to build wealth, and obviously Islam teaches it too. None of this shit is secret. It's 5,000-10,000 years old, man. You buy assets that appreciate, and you buy property that appreciates. And when it's cheaper, you want to buy more. Problem is, we look at everything through the filter of when we bought it, but the market doesn't care when you bought it. So if a guy bought PayPal over here, he doesn't really like PayPal down here, right? But what if you've never owned PayPal, ever? What if you've never owned it? Well, you might like it down here. Like if I wasn't in PayPal, I would be looking very, very, very seriously right now. I would be looking at it. As long as they don't blow themselves up. Let's see. No, we're not adding to Uber yet. Don't add to Uber yet, okay? And honestly, PayPal's not set up quite yet either. We want to get it above this 5. I tried adding over here. It didn't work, didn't last. I'm pretty convicted about this stock. So this is a real yeah, the SQ is the inverse, but don't be buying the SQ right now. Let's check Square. It's not time to buy the SQ. The market's going up. Square's pulling back. That's another one I like. We'll see what it does. Yeah, let them set up more. Yeah, Uber. So let's look at Uber. This is one of my favorite stocks right now. Now, I have a lot of money in Uber. A lot of money. Bring it down. Let's bring it back. I would love to get it back over here in this 39 reason, because I know the stock is worth $60. It's just going to take a minute to get there. Now, I'm not going to get crazy with it. I don't want to have all my money in this one stock, but I am happy to add some more. And that's the money flow. Stage 1, we ran up, and when did it stop? Look, it hit the RSI right in there, right? Also, that was the previous high. Like, it's playing the money flow. The reason I didn't trim any or sell any is because I'm trying to make big money with this one. Like buy a house money. So I'm going to be patient with it. I wouldn't suggest you do that with all stocks. You know, only do that if you really, 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 really are convicted about a stock. And don't make it a penny stock, man. Don't be dumb shit. It's got to be a legitimate play here. Yeah, Uber is my largest trade right now. It's not my largest position in the stock market. BX is my largest position in the stock market. But as far as in my trading account, because I separate my trading from buy and hold. Yes, so I'm pretty convicted on Uber. I'm going to play this out. Maybe I could be wrong, but any change you could do a live immersion so we could get personalized training. I've got tons and tons and tons and tons of videos and courses. I'm not in Chgg, but if I was, I would just stay, I would hold. I would not be buying. I would just hold it and wait. I would just hold it and wait. So another one on that is Lyft. Now, Lyft is right back where it was before, having completed almost a perfect money flow pattern. It didn't quite hit the extreme RSI. Yeah, I think a lot of these growth names are coming down. I think a lot of you are going to be sad. I think a lot of them are coming down. We'll see. You know, and I get a lot of people saying that the market's overpriced. It is, the index is, but there's been a lot of stocks correct. I mean, PayPal, Square, there's a lot of stocks that have corrected. Even though the main index stocks, you know, the Microsoft, Google, Tesla, PayPal, they've all gone up. No, I won't sell the whole thing. I'll sell probably like half on Uber. I'll sell at least half, man. Let's see. What's up, Matt? What do we got going on? I've contemplated trimming ConocoPhillips today. We've traded this one perfectly. So if you look at it, what do you see? There's our stage 1. There's our attempt at a breakout. There's our stage 3, and now it's breaking down. You know, how far does it come down? Probably right around in there. Previous high, right? Maybe, you know, right around in this zone here, right around in here. I doubt it goes that far, but that's the technical target on the charts. So same on the way up, we're looking at previous high. On the way down, we're looking at what? Previous high as well. You know, a zone where it stopped. Yeah, if it keeps going, it would come down into there. It seems hard to believe it would go that far. How do you decide when something is long-term or short-term? That's kind of a personal opinion. Personal thought. I mean, some of my stuff is swing trades. A lot of my swing trades are triple leveraged funds, things like that, stuff that I'm cool to get completely out of. A lot of stocks, if I like them, I like to trade around them. Meaning I want to own a lot more of ConocoPhillips down here than maybe I want to own up here. Unless I have reason to believe it could go higher than this. So if we back up the oil stocks, let's go to a monthly. So this is a monthly chart going back 10 years. What happens when it gets up in this area? This is 10 years now. Here's a decade. Woo! We're hitting some decade highs. What are we doing? So if you've made some money on this, be no shame in taking some off. I would trim Tesla, but fuck, dude, Tesla's its own thing. Tesla does what Tesla wants to do. So, you know, I don't know. I guess it depends on how much you have. And if you got a big win like that, there's nothing wrong with taking some money and putting it in something else or just raising some cash, you know. Pay yourself. There's always those stocks, you know, the Shiba Inus and the Teslas. They don't follow any conventional rules. They're doing their own thing, man. You know, so those are conviction stocks, man. And like you said, you can't go wrong just taking some off the table. So I will probably, just heads up for the money flow gang, be downsizing ConocoPhillips here. I was kind of waiting to the close to see what it does. I'm up like 80% in this, and it looks to be breaking the box. So I'll just trim it, and then that'll give me some money to raise if we have a pullback. Fintech's fine. I know all you guys, all your YouTubers are on that fintech thing. I see old Wall Street Trapper, my man Trapper. I've met Trapper a few times. He's always pretty nice to me. I know he's all about it, but I'm a little afraid we're going to have some sort of regulations come down on all that fintech. I don't see the banks just rolling over and taking it. Oh my God, we're up 28%. Oh my God. Oh my God, Ronnie. Isn't that what that mixer always puts on the rap albums? All right, man, we're up 28%. That offsets if you were in Chgg a little bit. Big move, money flow gain. We've been in this one for a minute. Waiting. I'm glad we held in there. Oh my God, Ronnie. How many days a stock goes sideways you consider it a straight 3? For me, I like to see 4. I will borrow. Now, here's an exception to that. Let's say it comes down, stops right at a previous low, like you see here, and then immediately gets above the 5-day. I'm not going to wait on 4 necessarily, but I'll start to nibble. But I'd really like to see 4. Think of a box. That's why I use the term box. We want 4 corners. Ideally, you're going to want 4 days. It doesn't always give it to you perfectly. Sometimes you'll get what they call V patterns. And that's where the 5 day is going to help you, meaning it goes straight down and then V straight up and then V straight down. Like it doesn't do the whole box thing sideways, you know, where you get a day, then a day, then a day, and then a day. That's what I want to see. Some of them, they don't do that. They just put in a single day and then they literally just turn. That's where the moving averages can help you. Because if you see that happen, then you go, okay, I got 2 days. I don't have 4 yet. Gerald said 4. And then it rips above the 5. Well, there's your signal. Start nibbling. And then the next day it's even higher. There's your signal. Start buying more. Then the next day it breaks above the 20. There's your signal. Buy all you're going to buy. And then stop. And then stop. I know some of you guys are heavy in Sava, so you better... That's a nice thing, right? All right, so that's cool. I'm in Sava. Happy to see this. Oh, it's still going, dude. We're at 30% now. I need to get my other phone and get on Twitter and pump it. If you're not following me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. I like to send out stupid tweets sometimes. I like to use Twitter to show off, too. I don't show off that much on Instagram. I'm not really a braggart by nature, but I like to show off on Twitter. I like to show my houses and shit. Pump prog too. Just run a pump and dump, Gerald. Let's see. Oh man, you're being greedy, Nick. Look how we came from 60 cents to $4.50 fucking cents. You are a greedy bastard, Nick. Came right to the previous high. It's supposed to be coming down. Why are you so greedy, man? I didn't see you, Matt. I didn't even know you were on Twitter. You better work harder. Twitter's hard, man. But I do like flexing on Twitter. That's going to be my new spot for that. Can a cat dream? It's like bitching about oil. Somebody's like bitching about gush coming down. I'm like, bro, we're up 80%. Don't be greedy, man. Like, you got to let them come down. You might put a stop loss right under here on this gush. I hate to cut it too soon. I'm down to about 60% of my position. Just in all disclosure, we've been trimming it as it builds out this box. We do not want to ride this bitch down at all. So I would rather get stopped out of it and then try to play it again than ride. We're not riding gush down. That's a triple leveraged fund. So not doing it. So I know, I do miss Trump on Twitter. That was the good old days. Even if you didn't like him, you had to admit he made Twitter funner. He made it cool again. Let's see. And even if you didn't like him, you have to admit he was a lot funner on Twitter than other politicians. You gotta love politicians that just tweet, "You're stupid." I wish Hillary would start doing that. Just get on Twitter, call people names. That would be funny. That would be funny, man. Well, that's all I got. If you're in Chgg, if it's me, honestly, what I would do, I have this thing called 10% rule. If a stock moves 10% on me, I usually do nothing. I mean that. To the downside, it's usually an overreaction, and you'll get a better chance to get out of it cheaper later. I don't think Chgg is going to a zero. They're not bankrupt. It's just a soft patch right now. I would just leave it be. If it just makes you feel better, sell a little bit, but honestly, me, I would not sell any, but that's just the way it rolls. So I know we need a new Trump for Twitter, and then them banning him. I can't think of a dumber thing to do for your business than to ban your best customer. Like he made. Imagine how many ads and tweets and retweets and clicks and hate comments and like all that he got, man. Oh my God. You think you would love him on your platform? Let's look at Lucid, and then I'll go LUCID. No, that ain't the ticker, is it? What's the ticker? That's the wrong ticker. Alright, I'm trying to do this with one hand. I'm at the wrong desk. Man, you done gave me a bad ticker. Come on, man. Now you're just bragging. You should have already taken some of this you should have already taken some off here. You should have already taken some off. Yep, there's nothing to do here, man, if you're in it. There was your buy, runs up, pulls back a little. You could have bought a little more over in here, and then we ran up. Now we're going to end on a brag. She just had to brag on the way out. Oh, look, guys, I'm making money. I'm in Lucid. It's up. Let's see. Now you're just bragging. Trim Sava. Hell no. No. Don't trim Sava, man. Let Sava run. You don't want to trim it until it's overbought, man. Here's an example. This is the kind of shit you trim. Look, see Merck hit that. So look when it hit it over here. Look what happened. It hit the RSI, pulls back. Hits the RSI, it's probably going to pull back. So I want to trim into strength, man. Not day one of the breakout. That's day one of the breakout, man. Let Sava run, man. I know this fella messaging me is a scammer giving, I'm watching you live now. Yeah, anybody who sends you messages is not me. I would not send you messages unless I know you or something. We're using daily, sir. Yeah, if your target price is higher, then just hold it. Leave it be. I would not be adding here if that's what you're asking. All right, man, keep the faith. We're going to be good. Hopefully the Fed doesn't crush us today, and that's it. That's all I got. You guys be good. I need some cool saying, like BitBoy out. That guy has a cool saying. How many people? We had a few people on here, man. Let me talk to YouTube for a second. Sorry, I don't have my second monitor, so I can't really see comments right now. So I'm going back to Texas on Wednesday, though. Zynga is the only thing new I'm in. I like the Delta trade. If you're looking for a swing trade, look at Delta. Delta's setting up. This is the kind I would play with options. It's a low price stock. It's in a stage one. It's below the 200. There's an easy target. So if I've been known to trade options. These are the kind of stocks I like to trade options on. $20, $30, $40 stocks. Makes the options affordable. Easy play. I'd rather play shares, but I know a lot of you guys like to play options. This is what I'm looking for. Stage 1, stops at support. Below the 200, easy play, in my opinion. Something to think about. There was another one that I was looking at. So I like the Delta setup. There was another setup. No, I think Delta was the main one. If I was playing options, I would be looking at Delta. Let's see. BBY breaking out. Yep, good one. I can't play Ride anymore. I feel like their management lied to me. Yep. Anyway, Delta's a play right now for buy and hold, and as a swing trade, and as an options trade. Just something to think about. But do a little digging on that options play. Make sure the numbers are right, the prices are right. And, we may be too late to that. It may have already popped. I don't know. I haven't looked at them yet, but this is the type of stock that I would like to play options on if I do options. And then they either go to zero or I make money. That's it. I'm not closing them out. So, I'm closing them out if I win, but I'm not closing them out if I'm losing. So, something to think about. All right, man. You guys be good.